Wanted to make this video for you guys who might be having a dog that is walking in circles. Our dog recently had a massive behavior change. It literally was in about a 24-hour period. We thought she might have a UTI or other illness, and so we took her to the vet, and all of her blood work and other test results came back negative. So there was absolutely nothing wrong with her as far as her internal organs, etc. She had a history of cancer where she had one of her toes actually removed almost a year ago. It hasn't been quite a year, and so they at the vet office suspected that her cancer had returned, and it was probably either a brain tumor or somewhere around the brain stem. She's 12 years old now, and there would be, almost nothing they could do for her, and any type of treatment to help her out would basically, from what I understand, would only prolong her longevity by a month, maybe two, and going up and having a CT or MRI done to verify that it is actually a brain tumor would be rather pointless, because it would be, rather inoperable, or at her age, just not something that they would suggest. So sad to say that her time is very limited with us, and wanted to post this video out there for anybody who has a dog that is circling to see kind of what it looks like. She literally can circle like this now for 2-3 hours without lying down, and even when I try to help her lie down, she'll get back up, and she's compulsively driven to circle, and it's always to the left. And she also, as far as other behaviors, will fall over, stumble and fall over. If there's something on her left side, she can navigate a straight path, but without something actually being directly on her left side, she's not capable of navigating a straight path. She goes outside and has a very, very difficult time even making it back to the door, because she's constantly propelled to the left like a broken rudder. One of her ears is actually, her left ear is constantly pulled back now. It's like permanently pulled back, and we're not sure, what the physiology behind that is, but she gets a little confused from time to time. Will get stuck in rooms and in corners and things like that, and when she tries to sit down, she tends to more so just collapse over. We currently have her on medications, anti-inflammatory, just to help with her arthritis in her hips, and then something else for possible dementia in dogs, the DDC syndrome. I think the medication was Anapril, something like that. Anyway, a lot of people have had success out there. She's been on that for a little over a week right now, and hasn't seen any change at all. If anything, her behavior is actually getting worse every day a little bit. She used to start the pacing in the afternoon, and then it was, at noon, then at 11, 10, 9, and now she starts it first thing in the morning, as well as has accidents in the house. She's completely potty trained, and really has only had an accident in the house a couple of times her entire life. And recently it's been almost every day that she just doesn't know where she's at, and I'll take her outside even 15, 20 times a day, and she'll come right back in and then have an accident within a few minutes after that, not completely emptying her bladder outside. So she just really doesn't know. She's still cognitively there, which is probably the saddest part. We've unfortunately had to come to the decision that we're probably going to have her put to sleep, with her hips being bad. They're not really bad, but they're, with the arthritis and stuff, she's in a little bit of discomfort walking and stuff, and then this compulsive disorder causes her to walk nonstop in circles all day, and so it can't be very very good for her as far as the discomfort level she gets from compulsively going in circles. But whether it's in this room or out in the hallway or anywhere else in the house, this is pretty much all that we get out of her now. And again, this just started, literally, it was within a 24-hour period. She went from being a normal, happy dog to doing her normal stuff, and now. A lot of her other normal behavior is missing. Like if the doorbell rings, she won't bark. She used to bark every night when she went outside. We used to laugh and say she was afraid of the dark, because if it was nighttime and she went outside, she was barking every time, 100% of the time. There's nothing out there to bark at, but if it was dark, she was barking, and she doesn't do that anymore. She tries to come when you call her, but she gets confused and can't really make it over to you very well. Like, I'll call her now. Mesa, come here. Come here, May. Come here, Mesa, honey. Come here. Come here, baby. And then that's about as far as it gets. And she's off in her circles again. She can't even pause to be able to enjoy some human contact or anything like that. It's the moment she pauses, the compulsive disorder forces her to start circling again. So it's a really, really sad situation, and I wish we had better news or a better diagnosis or something that might make it seem like there's some light at the end of the tunnel. But unfortunately, I think our days with her are very, very limited and very numbered. And she's a very sweet and wonderful dog, and will always be one of the greatest gifts of our lives. But I wanted to post this video out there in case anybody out there was wondering, what a brain tumor. Anyway, sorry about that. I was briefly interrupted there by the family, but I just wanted to post this on the internet for anybody out there who might be having a dog that's going through a brain tumor and wondering, what it might look like. And our dog here, this is what it looks like, and it looks like this, almost all day long now. And again, it was incredibly sudden, and other signs and symptoms for her, a little bit of confusion. I don't even know if I'd call it anxiety as much as it is compulsive. And then I lost appetite. She's definitely lost some weight. She still is interested in eating and stuff, but it isn't like in the past she would finish off her entire bowl of food, and at the end of the day when we fed her. And now she kind of just goes by and gets a couple of pieces here and there. Haven't noticed any increased or decreased thirst, but obviously, as I mentioned, there's some issues with the urination in the house and so on and so forth, and the inability to navigate through normal spaces. Anyway, I hope you find some solutions for your pet if you're going through the same situation. It's terrible, and certainly nobody deserves it, especially these wonderful animals. They're a blessing from above to all of us to have had them for the limited time that they are in each of our lives. So love yours while you're able to. And I hope you found this video informative. Thanks.